All the veteran players that I talked to, and really the whole team, having their support was really important to me. And then, I mean, Charlie, he was, he was someone that I met at the apartments in Arizona where I lived, and then someone who was one of the biggest Cubs fans I ever met. And he texted me after every game, great win for the Cubbies, and he was super, super supportive of us, and obviously someone who's really faithful. So we connected on that front as well. But yeah, I mean, his wife Erica had texted me asking me if I would come to the funeral, and I felt as though it was something that was really important for me to do.
Are you concerned about the backlash, because there is a lot of politics involved in this?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm not concerned at all. No, my connection with Charlie was through our faith. That's something that drives me every day. That's the reason why I'm able to do what I do every day, and that's something I'm extremely thankful for. I know without my faith and without the many blessings I've been given in my life that I wouldn't be here, able to talk to you guys, able to help this team eventually go and win championships. So that's something I feel really, really blessed about. So, whatever backlash comes is okay. I feel strong about my faith, and that what was meant to be happening.
And the pitch. Looped into center field. Coming on, Taylor. He's not going to make the play. Here comes Judge. He'll score. And the Yankees are going to the postseason. Caballero drives in Judge. The Yankees with 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. And they've clinched the postseason berth for the 60th time in their history.
Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome to the Third Floor Yankees broadcast, play-by-play live, done by nobody else. We waited to make sure we didn't go on the air and have to go right off with a rain delay, so we waited till the bottom of the 2nd. What'd you miss? Nothing. 1-0. It's 1-0 Cubs. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. Yes, Fried is struggling a little bit. Yankees put 6 batters to the bag, 6 batters in the box in the 1st inning. Bases loaded, strikeout, flyout. Meanwhile, the White Sox generate a run in the top of the 2nd. Jazz swings and misses. He strikes out. The strikeout machines continue. The error charged to McMahon in the top of the 2nd has been changed. It has been changed. It is now an error to Jazz. I didn't think it was an error on McMahon. It's a catchable ball. Anyway, here's Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe climbing. 213. 148 games. He's got 19 homers. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Sinker. Volpe can't catch up to it. 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 2nd. It is 1-0 White Sox. Seems like we've been here before. Fried struggling, and the White Sox are in a bullpen game. And they're winning. Cannon is pitching. 2-1 to Volpe. Sweeper sweeps in the top of the zone. 2-2 now on Volpe. Again, we talked about it yesterday. Volpe with 150 strikeouts. You got McMahon with 190 strikeouts, and he's got them batting back to back. The no contact boys. The 2-2 fouled away. Fried struggling in the top of the 2nd. Volpe fouls this one off the catcher. Count holds 2-2. It looks like the rain has stopped. And it also looks like you're going to have to build an ark any minute now. 2-2 to Volpe. Popped up behind the plate. Foul ball. Count holds. Two on Volpe. That one's hit the left field, off the base of the wall. Volpe's digging for two. He's going to have to hurry. He gets in there just ahead of the throw. Volpe with a one-out double to left field, off the base of the left field wall. And Volpe's on with one out. One and 0 to count to McMahon. 2-0 to McMahon. Volpe dancing off a second. One out. Volpe with a double. 1 out double. Cannon's up to 20 pitches. We're in the bottom of the second. So it's 1-0 White Sox. It could be worse, but then again, Yankees could have busted it open in the first inning, bases loaded, nobody out. You got back-to-back strikeouts and a pop-out. Strike one, 2-1. McMahon trying to hold up. Bends to one knee. Two one out. Runner at second. That's Volpe. He hit a double off the base of the wall. McMahon hits this one pretty good, but foul ball. Left side. Swing and a miss. McMahon goes down swinging. He does a lot of that. So that'll flip the order to Grisham. He walked in the first, as did Judge, I believe. So if it started today, the Red Sox would be coming to us. Detroit would be going to Cleveland, and the Mariners and Toronto would be waiting. Meanwhile, the Phillies and Brewers would be waiting. The Padres would go to Chicago, and the Mets would go to L.A. If it ended today. How we doing out there, folks? Please hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. Get in the live chat. Let's go. Wednesday night baseball from the Bronx. 2-1 now. 2 out. Runner at second. Yankees again with a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs and have yet to move them or yet to score one. 1-1 is the count to Grisham. Cannon, pitch number 25. 1-1, 2 out, and a runner at second. 1-0 White Sox. This is outside. 2-1 to Grisham. Everybody held their breath on that one. You can read the umpire's lips. Outside. And he was correct. Outside. 2-1 to Grisham. 2 out. Runner at second. 1-0 White Sox. Bottom 2. Way outside. 3-1 to Grisham. Yankees need to get the offense going, like, for the whole game, not just wait and then just explode one inning and hope for the best. There's a strike right down the gut. Change up. Grisham, I guess he was taken all the way. That was a hell of a pitch. Full count. We'll have a payoff pitch as soon as Grisham gets back from his timeout. That's outside. Grisham calls his own ball for us. He hops out of there. That is a hell of a pitch to take there, Bubba. So he walks first and second. Grisham at first, Volpe at second, Judge in the box. Judge walked, so I don't know. I thought I heard them say he is 44 for his last 58 at bats getting on base. That's insanity. 44 out of his last 58 at bats he's been on base. Oh, he hits this one a ton. Out to right center. Back and back and back and back. You know what? They're going to have to climb the wall. It's gone. A 3-run bomb for our captain. Number 50 on the year. Hey, Cal Raleigh, hold my beer. 392, 106.9 miles an hour. Judge puts the Yankees on top here in the bottom of the second. 3-1. Way to go, 99. Now, see how you celebrate? You just walk down with all you guys, and they all give you a high five and a pat on the ass. No green heads, no garbage cans, no helmets, no tridents. No. Just the boys congratulating you. Here it is again. Pitch right over the heart of the plate, and Judge just takes it for a ride to right center into the bullpen, about midway bullpen depth. And just like that, it's another 50 home run season for Aaron Judge. 50 home runs. 17, 22, 24, 25. Babe Ruth, 20, 21, 27, and 28. What kind of company is that to be in? Meanwhile, Bellinger is going to end this inning with a pop-up to the shortstop. But the Yankees put 3 on the board when the big man, when number 99, engine number 99, says, hold my beer while I go deeps here, and puts it over the right center field fence into the bullpen. Home run number 50 for Aaron Judge, and gives the Yankees a lead going to the top of the third, 3-1. That's my boy right there. All right, badmouth him enough, he'll get it done. No problem. All right, everybody take a deep breath after that little injection of rocket fuel.
Scott started reeling off these great shows, one right after another.
And A-Rod exhibits inordinate aptitude in spheroidal aviation.
Turns out he was using performance enhancers.
I fear that your inquisition will prove fruitless.
You mind telling us what this is?
I don't even know what that is or how you use it.
It looks like a thesaurus.
Unhand me, rapscallion!
We got to win back a lot of trust. A lot of trust.
And they never did. Another channel of the past that lost what it was in its greatness, in its height, and its greatness of all those years. Just gone. Seriously, ESPN now. It was better back then. If you want to watch a hockey game on ESPN, you got to pay for it. You want to watch baseball, got to pay for it. You want to watch football, got to pay for it. You want to watch wrestling, got to pay for it. You want to watch ESPN, you got to pay for it. But if you pay for ESPN, you can't watch any of the other stuff because you got to pay. It's insanity. It's disgusting is what it really is. Everything is a fucking app to watch everything. I'm sick of it. There are so many fucking apps. It's insane. It costs a fortune to do this, just in apps to watch the shit that we're broadcasting to you. That's how insane it is. All right, let's see what Fried can do here. Maradov. He's the leadoff hit. So they're flipping the order here in the top of the third, coming around again. He's the leadoff. 0 for 1, Maradov. 3-1 Yanks, top 3. Squares the bunt, fouls it at the plate, 1-1. They're going to go back and show the home run again. 392, 106, by the way. You can call it 107. It was 106.9, like the old radio station. It's 106.9 with all the hits. All the hits all day long. Weather and traffic and sports on the quarter hour. 2-1 now. Aaron Judge did make a real strong throw to second back in the first inning, I believe it was. We were on break then. 2-1, Fried at 40 pitches. Here comes number 41 as a seagull flies into the pitcher. Ball's fouled off, first base side. Crowd rose as one. Everybody knew it. Yeah, that was halfway into the batter's box. 2-2 now. This one's grounded. Volpe. 37 hops and he throws it. No, he took about 50. Hold on. I'm going to tell you how many steps he took before he throws this. If they show the replay. I'm not even exaggerating here. I know what I'm missing. Thank you. Whoever said that, I heard you. Yes, hold on. Yes, I did. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, Max. The Maxter. So Meade, 0 for 1. Second place hitter. They did not show the replay on the Volpe play. 2-0. So he started off, he's like 1 for 8, or at this point probably 2 for about whatever for first pitch strikes. He's in a hole again, 2-0, 3-0. So Fried not on his game tonight. You could tell right now, right off. He's 45 pitches in, and we're only in the top of the third. He's got a 3-1 lead. Right now he's in the hole, 3-0. 1 out, nobody on. 45 pitches. Here comes 46. Just get him to the 5th and get out, I guess. Get to the 6th and get out of here. There's a strike right over the plate. Cutter, 96. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. Top 3. 3-1 Yanks. Definitely not one of Fried's best. He's going to have to earn his 19th here. 3-1. That's hit pretty good down the left field line. Foul. All right, they're putting the AL MVP race numbers up. Look, those numbers right there is enough. But look, I went deeper and deeper and deeper. Hey, Nevin, what's up, man? How'd you sneak in? All rise is right. I don't know if you're here for my call, but that one's hit to center. Grisham coming over on it. And Trent, 1975, porno mustache Grisham. If he ain't hitting grand slams, he's hitting 3 runners or solos or tracking it down in the outfield, the Grisham man. Here comes Quaro. Strikeout, victim in the first for Fried. Fried climbing with the pitches, 48 in the top of the third. Not the outing we were hoping for from Fried. All we need is 2 more innings out of him. Get out of here so we can get the W. I don't know where that one was heading, but Rice stopped it from wherever its destination was. 1-0, the count to Quaro. That one goes right back to the Gold Glover. Underhand to Goldie. Goldie to Goldie. And that's it for the White Sox. 1-2-0 for the White Sox. 1-2-1 for the Yanks. That's your box score. 3-1 Yanks going to the bottom of 3. And we will be right back.
You need some cash? Do you need some money? Hey, let me tell you something. We make you happy down at Happy Motors. Pawn your car title. No credit needed. No credit check. We're going to let you the money you need right now. 10 minutes. We're going to let you have the money you need. We're going to make you happy at Happy Motors. Pawn your car title. I got it at Happy Motors. I got it. I got it. I got it. Come on and see me, brother. I got it. I got it. I got it.
And you can keep it. So Freed, still, that was probably his best inning that I seen. Like I said, I was bouncing around. We were waiting to make sure there wasn't going to be a rain delay, because I hate coming on here and then there's a rain delay. And then, last 2 times there was a rain delay, I wound up getting bounced off of YouTube for copyright. And like I said, if you want scores, look them up. I ain't giving them to you. We are not scoreboard watching. We haven't scoreboard watched on this show for over 2 weeks now. Because really, I'm not worried about what anybody else is doing at this point. Right now, I'm just worried about Yankees in a W. This is the game that's in progress that I care about. Everything else is irrelevant till later. So who cares what the score is? Unless there's an F next to it. Fuck it. Showing the great Andy Pettit. Mark Burrell. White Sox Yankee pitchers. So 3-1, Yanks lead, bottom of the 3rd. And we have, here comes a big G up. Stanton. The bat's been quiet, but what I heard recently is I think his cape comes out of the dry cleaners on Friday night. I think he picks up his cape from the dry cleaner, so he'll be back at Superman that everybody wants him to be by Friday. If he could find a phone booth big enough to get into to change. Takes this one way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Stanton 0 for 1. Cannon's still in there for the White Sox for a bullpen game with this start out to be. This guy's been in there for a minute. Swing and a miss. Locks Stanton up on the inside there. Fist swing. 1-1. The pitch. Stanton hits this one pretty hard, but we know the deal. You got about an hour and a half and a cup of coffee to get him out. Again, could you imagine being blessed with that kind of power and that kind of ability to hit the ball that hard, that fast, and in like almost 40% of your hits, you're either robbed of an extra base or an RBI or something because you hit the ball so freaking hard that it gets to the guy so freaking fast that there's no chance for anybody to advance any further than what they got. Can you imagine that's insanity. Now, of course, if he doesn't hit like right at the guy like I'm speaking about, you could run forever. You could run forever. You'll find life in Andromeda before you find the ball that he hits. Thank you, Nathan. I shall thank you for stopping by if you're still in here. I get so sidetracked calling the game. I'm sorry. I do pay attention to the chat, but Rice hits this one a blast. This one's going out to right center. On and out of the glove of the center fielder. Off him, right fielder chasing it to the corner. Then Ben Rice is digging. He is in third with no throw. Give the Rice man a triple. Let's see how they scored. It was in and out of the glove of the center fielder, man. He got over there, right on the heel, bounces out. He slides. Ball is kicked away. Baldwin overshoots the backup and chases the ball down to the corner. Comes up firing. By that time, Rice is he should have been standing at third, but he was sliding on his ass in there with a triple. And he broke out of, he had no intention of stopping at second after. I'm looking at that. And he comes in with a pretty decent slide. Will they give him the triple? I believe they did. So they're going to bring the infield in. I don't know why. Goldschmidt's up. Again, Goldie in there against righties. We know he eats righties alive. He's got to eat something alive because we can't waste any runs tonight. That's a beautiful swing and a miss by Goldschmidt. 0-1. I tell you, this guy, the deal with him is, and I've said this before, and I've said it on other shows, as a matter of fact, whether it be live or in the chat, his role is the bench, waiting on to be called on for something out of the ordinary. There's another. What is that? He looks like he's trying to get out of a sand trap at St. Andrews in Scotland. 0-2, 1 out, runner at third. Put the ball in play. Just put it in play. Put it in play. He put it in play. He hits the other way to right field. Scores right. RBI single the other way for Goldschmidt. He gets a hit off the righty. I love when I talk shit about these guys and they just mash it right in my face. Tell me to shut up. Hold my beer so I can shut this guy up. Hey, all night long, I'll talk about their mothers if they give me hits and produce like that. He really went with the pitch. He did a fantastic job with this pitch. Just going and making contact and pushing it the other way. Going in right with the pitch. Good power that way. Base hit. Oh, he just got to first base. Change up outside. Ball 1 to Jazz. So Jazz went 0 for 1. And, man, he's been a strikeout machine. People talk about Volpe. People talk about McMahon. People talk about Judge. You got to talk strikeouts. No strikeout here as Jazz drives this one to the wall right at the 399. This center fielder's getting a workout. Oh, my God. Here comes Goldie in the Uber. A double RBI scoring Goldschmidt from first without an Uber. My apologies. That was not an Uber. That was Goldie coming around third. Jazz just launches this one opposite field right at the 399. Boop, there it is under the mat. Up. And this center fielder's getting a hell of a workout running around center field, both sides. Right field last time, sliding on his ass. This time, running to left field and just, again, Goldschmidt was so far ahead of the throw in. 399 is a long way, folks. Goldschmidt, he's in an oxygen tent right now, heading for the iron lung. Here comes Volpe. He waves at a pitch outside. Not sure if the umpire is calling that a strike on the swing or if he's calling that a strike on the pitch. Because if he's calling that on the pitch, we're in for a long night because the tide might change because that was way outside. Here's Goldschmidt showing him. Volpe's just swinging away now to protect. Double RBI. I'm sorry, a double and a run scored for Volpe. He's 1 for 1. The count is 0-2. There's 1 out. The runner at second is Jazz. 0-2. Fouled away. Count will hold 0-2. Yanks up 5-1 now. 1 out. Runner at second. That's Jazz. Volpe 0-2. Pitcher resets. Here we go. The pitch. This one's launched right side into the crowd. Oh, 2, 1 out, runner at second, bottom of the third. 5-1. Yankees. County runs out of time. Catcher calls time before the clock runs out. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. We'll put the Volpe up. Don't worry. There he is. I just don't know how long people can take looking at him. He hits this one out to center field. The center field, he looks like he's going to have a play finally to catch a ball. He'll catch that one. Shallow center, right center. Volpe on a fly ball. Jazz is still at second. He'll hold at second. Not deep enough to get anybody over. And that'll bring up Ryan McMahon. McMahon did strike out. Again, contact being his issue. I don't know if it's contact is his issue. It's the selection of like that. That changeup was way down in the dirt, and he just swung like way over. Totally fooled on the pitch. That's like a really bad swing and a really bad guess by him, which is unusual. The problem, I don't think his problem is contact. I just think it's I don't know. It's like if he's trying to, I don't know. It is complexing. Normally, you can kind of see what a guy's problem is, what his bad habit is, what this is. But this guy is so selective. He takes lots of pitches. It's not like he gets up there and just strikes out. He's taken 7, 8, 9 pitches. That's his problem right there, probably. Contact on the fastball up and out. I think that's it. I spent most of my career for the right side. So I'm a lefty, but I spent most of my career swinging from the right side of the plate. Very little time spent on the left side by the time I trained myself how to switch it like that. So I can't speak from a lot of I just think he's fooled on everything. And honestly, I think he's better off facing lefties. He'll go down for the second time. We'll probably see him out of this game in a little bit. He'll probably either go to Cabby or maybe go to Rosario, one way or the other. Hey, Sean Browning in the house. How are you, my friend? How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Nithen was just here. Now you're in here. Yep. We banged out the judge. We banged out the judge here. All right, so we're going to the top of the fourth. Yanks are up 5-1. And, whoops, what's up? I'm sorry. Whoop, hi, hey, ho. We'll be right back after this word from one of our non-sponsors. Yes, Judge did tie Ruth, Sosa, and McGuire. He tied Ruth, Sean. I do not recognize Sosa. I do not recognize McGuire. I do not recognize Bonds. We'll be right back.
What's the splotch on your hand?
Oh, I got stamped at the Reggae Lounge last night. Yeah, I'm going back there tonight. I'm not going to pay another cover charge.
Well, you didn't wash all day?
Yeah, I washed, just not the hand. You wouldn't believe the women at this club. Ooh, man.
It's amazing how many beautiful women live in New York. I actually find it kind of intimidating.
Well, you're as pretty as any of them. Just need a nose job. I just said she needs a nose job, so what?
There's nothing wrong with her nose. God, I'm so sorry, Audrey. It's okay. What did you have to say that for?
Well, I was just trying to help out.
Yeah, well, you can kiss that jacket goodbye, Mr. Von Nozen.
You see what happens when you try to be nice?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it. Here's a Seinfeld clip for you. A Kramer clip, as we like to call it. Kramer time. On the third floor, we call it Kramer time. Get a good laugh in. 0-1 to count to Vargas, 1 for 1. Fourth place hitter for the White Sox. 5-1. Top of the fourth. This one's fouled away. 0-2. Free back, still on the mound. 52 pitches in. Top four. 5-1 Yanks. 0-2 to count. Nobody on, nobody out. Thank you. Well, yeah, Sean, I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't recognize them guys as record holders, Hall of Famers. I look at them as just flat out what they are, fucking cheaters and liars. I got no spot for that. If you don't want to come clean, you had all this time to fucking come clean. And after all these fucking years, they still look, Sammy Sosa, his skin is changing colors because of the steroids. 1-2 is the count. 2-2 now. Change up, missed up and out of the strike zone. Freed will be throwing pitch number 55 here in the top of the fourth with nobody out and nobody on. 2-2 count to Vargas, fourth place hitter. 1 for 1 on the evening. 5-1, Yanks. Fouled away, first base side into the crowd. Souvenir. Yes, sir. I'm glad you noticed that, because there's another guy that comes in here, Angus, notices the stuff, because every show I move stuff around. See if anybody's paying attention. And see, some people do pay attention. I gotta start something up about that. If you notice stuff that's changed, because throughout all the shows you go back, everything changes. Pretty much on a consistent basis. When I'm high enough and remember. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there's a ball game going on. It's going to be a payoff pitch now. Here it comes. Just outside the strike zone. Umpire calls it. Got him looking.
He's looking at you, kid.
Freed got him looking. Froze him on the changeup. 88. I'll be honest with you, it was outside the strike zone. It was a ball. Umpire banging him on principle. That was a beautiful pitch. Freed misses on the other side, just outside with the cutter. Montgomery singled into second. He's 1 for 1, fifth place hitter for the White Sox. Shortstop swings from the left side. The lefty on the lefty. Fouls it. No, he hits this one. Is it fair? It's going to Bellinger on his horse. It's going to bounce in fair territory into the crowd. That'll be a ground rule double. 1 out ground rule double for Montgomery. It is amazing. You got a guy who can't get a hit off a righty to save his life. Hits one into right field for a RBI single, a single RBI no less, Goldschmidt. And this one taking the opposite field off of Fried, and Bellinger couldn't catch up to it. That 88-mile-an-hour changeup finds the strike zone low and inside, just above the corner. I'll catch up to you there, Sean. Hold on. 0-1 is the count. Runner at second, 1 out, 5-1 Yanks. Freed, pitch 61, and that is down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Ooh, that's as close as you get. There ain't a lot of room over there for a foul ball. It's either fair or in the crowd. That's about it. It gets real skinny down there. One of the legendary features of Yankee Stadium throughout all the years. Very, very little foul territory down that left field line for the outfielders. Swing and a miss. Changeup 90 miles an hour, about a foot outside. Got him swinging and missing on that one. When I got into NASCAR, Sean, I got into it. It's a long story, but I'll just tell you how I got into NASCAR. It was pretty weird and cool. And I went to the Budweiser 500 in Dover. Ken Schrader won the race. It was his last race he ever won. This one skied a mile high. Trent, 1975, porno mustache. Grisham puts it away. If he ain't hitting grand slams, he's getting the third out. 5-1, Yanks are leading here. As we get ready to go to see where we left off. I forget where we left off. I think we flipped the order. I think it's Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. Due up for the Yankees. And we'll be right back after this word from one of our non-sponsors.
Welcome, everybody, to the light beer battle of the big guys. And there they are, two teams locked in mortal combat to decide the eternal argument over light beer from Miller. On one side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it tastes great. Yeah, it tastes great. On the other decide the big guys who think the best thing about light is it has a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling.
I feel strongly both ways.
I tell you, this is really no respect. Blue is the violet and red is the rose. You don't pull, I'm gonna break your nose.
The tension here is almost unbearable.
Oh, you got it.
They can't go on much longer. Something big has got to happen soon. Holy cow, look at that.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, dolls.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I still don't know why they asked me to do this commercial.
Because you're a legend. When I first got into NASCAR, like I said, I wound up going to. I got tickets to go to the Dover, Delaware, 1991. The Budweiser 500. Ken Schrader won the race. Dale was winning for a while. Then he blew up on pit road, and then Davey fell way back. Now, when I got into racing itself, I was a Davey Allison guy. I absolutely loved Davey Allison, and he was just, man. He was, man. We were so ripped off when we lost Davey, and the way we lost Davey is just, it's just horrible. But after Davey left us, I stayed with the Yates team. I couldn't leave that 28 car, man. That Ford Thunderbird 28 Texaco, man, was it. I just loved it, man. And I get why people were so attracted to Dale Earnhardt's car with that black and the white 3. And then you go to Davey, and you got black with that red 28. Man, that's just as intimidating. Black and red as white and red, white and black, or black and white, however you want to look at it. So you see, who came next, right? Replacing Davey was Ernie. So I became an Ernie Irvan fan, who I kind of really liked when he was running for Kodak. I liked his edge. Judge is leading off. Here we go. See what 99 can do right here. He is 1 for 1, a walk and a bomb. That one's way outside. 2 and 1. There's one out here. So Grisham did something while I was talking to Sean about NASCAR. And what I'm pretty surprised at is the White Sox are hanging with this guy Cannon. And Cannon's 57th pitch right here. 2-1 to Judge. Finds the strike zone. 2-2. In all honesty, this kid is in 57 pitches. I know he's, it's the Yankees, all right? So 5 runs, whatever. But for the most part, he's taken up a chunk of this game for the White Sox for whatever reason. So here's the 2-2. Is now going to be a payoff. 3-2. And of course, I absolutely love Dale Earnhardt. Of course, he was always in the mix for me. I love Davey. Then I went to Ernie. When Ernie crashed in Michigan, then I went to, man, who turned out pretty much to be my all-time favorite, was Dale Jarrett. Judge hits this one out to center field. Taylor circles under this one. 2 out. Now I'll bring up Bellinger. 106.9 off the bat. 106.9 here on Traffic and Weather Sports on the quarter hour. Distance 392. He thought he gave up another one. He did. So here's Bellinger, 0 for 1. And again, Bellinger, like I said, you haven't been watching me. That's your loss. Glad you're here tonight. While you're here, can you hit the like? Can you hit the follow? And make sure you sub, please. Same over here on Rumbleland. Same in YouTube and X. 0-1. Bellinger goes the other way with this one. Third baseman backhands it. Throws. Not in time. Infield hit for Bellinger. Third baseman playing basically shortstop. Had a long walk for that. Backhanded it. And threw to first late. Made a nice throw, but late. So Bellinger's aboard with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton. Big guy coming up. There you go. 27 world championships and number 27 at the plate. 0-1 to Stanton. Fly out and a ground out. At least he's making contact tonight. Last few nights, very minimal contact. Right now, he makes contact and it goes behind the plate. Foul. So Dale Jarrett turned out. He's my all-time favorite because he stuck around the longest, you know. And then after him, it's just whatever we got. I learned how to respect Jeff Gordon, especially after Senior died. 0-2 now to Stanton. Another foul ball. 2 out, runner on. Pitch number 64 for Cannon. The Cannon shoots. And he blows it by Stanton with a swing and a miss. The big man goes down swinging. So maybe one or too many Budweisers for the big guy last night as he swings and misses. Either way, Yankees go down. No runs scored. They continue to lead 5-1 over the White Sox. And we'll be right back.
Deacon's my name and bowling's my game.
Gutter ball, gutter ball. How are you going to score there?
Come on, 3 strikes and you're out.
We just won another round of light beer from Miller.
Yeah, light sure tastes great.
Let's fill it. Tastes great.
Wait a minute.
There it is, down there.
Take your time.
8 ball in the pocket.
Bubba, this ball doesn't have any holes in it. Yeah, it does.
The score's all even.
Last frame. Who's up?
Rodney.
Right! Gotta be a mistake.
Hey, you kidding? It's a piece of cake.
All we need is one pin, Rodney.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I didn't get my turn yet. I'm gonna break this tie.
Yes, I told you when you first got here, if you're new here, you're like, what am I watching? I never seen a live stream Yankees play-by-play like this before. That's because you never stopped at the third floor. We do it like nobody else. Nobody does it like this on any stream, whether it be Rumble or YouTube or X. I think I got this. How we doing out there, folks? Please hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share, and all that fun stuff. Live chat. Sean's got it absolutely blowing up in here in the chat. Thank you, Sean, so much. Appreciate you, my brother. Right? Didn't you? You every time you seen Gordon, all you wanted to do is vomit on him. And then he was running around with that whore that took half his money. But I really learned how to respect him after a while. Ow. Yeah, really learned how to respect him after a while. And what happened there? I keep forgetting. Give me a second here. Oh, that's yeah. It's an unusual throw for him. It's right out in front of the plate. You would figure Wells could jump out there and get that a lot quicker than having Fried running in on that. And again, I hate to say this, folks, but you know what? Once again, the Yankees find a fucking left-handed first baseman would be nice because that's routine for a lefty first baseman. You know why I know? Because I'm a lefty first baseman. Absolutely a lefty. Most of these plays you see right here that's why lefties play first. That's why they said I can't play third. Man. Anyway, Goldschmidt, that's catchable to me. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, 1-1 is the count. Here it is again. Yeah, I mean, that's right in front of, as soon as the dirt ends and the grass starts. That's Where's Rice at? I'm sorry, I did say Wells. I apologize. I do apologize. Rice. I don't understand why Rice didn't jump out there like that. And that explains the throw being where it was. Just totally brain farted on that one. But I think you all know what I was saying. Just had the wrong guy. Thinking the wrong guy. Meanwhile, here's the 9th place hitter, Taylor. He struck out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Top of the 5th. White Sox have a runner at first. They have a runner. Yankees have 5. Check swing, excuse me. 2-2. 5-1 Yanks. Top 5. Nobody out and a runner on. Fried steps off. Our favorite pitch is coming. Pitch number 69. 69 will be a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Fried. So 69 is a swing and a miss. You all do what you want with that one. Nice pitch as it just went way outside. Taylor couldn't catch up with that. White Sox flip the order here. Meredith 0 for 2, the leadoff. 1 out, 1 on. Top 5, 5-1 Yankees. Fried about to throw his 70th pitch. Fake throw. That is considered an engagement, number 1. Thank God a move like that didn't mean an engagement back in my day. Yeah, my point, yeah. Mattingly, lefty. Of course, Garrick, lefty. Chambliss was the last righty for a while. But, I think John Mayberry was a lefty. Goldie steps on first and then throws a, I don't know what the hell that was. That was a sad attempt at a double play if it was supposed to be. The ball got down there pretty quick, right on the line. Goldie just had to step on the bag and toss the first. Catches it up the line. 1, 2, step on the bag, throw, and the runner's standing at second. So runner at second with 2 out. Baldwin is at second. Meade is up. He's 0 for 2. Changeup finds the strike zone. 0-1. Ground out and a fly out for Meade. I guess it doesn't matter as far as pitch count right now with a 5-1 lead for Fried. He could pretty much let loose right here. 74th pitch coming. Way up top. Cutter misses. 1-1. One on, 2 out. 1-1 in the count. 5-1 to score. Yanks on top of the White Sox here in the top of the 5th. Fried, pitch 75. Here it is. That sweeper sweeps the strike zone. 1-2. Looking at pitch 76. Get that 1-2 horn going I can hear there. Runner off second is Baldwin. 2 out. Top 5. 5-1 Yanks. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt. Nice block by Rice. Runner stays at second. 2-2. They keep making a point of this, and I mean, right up until then, and maybe something else. Rice's first game catching for Fried. Well, whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? Is that Rice's fault? Is that Fried's fault? Is that Blake's fault? Or is that Boone's fault? This one's fisted. Pop up to Jazz. He floats over. Puts it in the glove. trots to the dugout with the third out in his glove. 1-4-0 for the White Sox, 5-6-1 for the Yanks. We're going to the bottom of the fifth, and we'll be right back. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, what do you think people did before Amazon?
Ship my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
There you go. That's what we did before Amazon. We shipped our shit to Kmart. What's up, people? Rumble Land. Hit the like, hit the follow, get in that live chat, please. I appreciate it. YouTubers, same thing, please. Hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share. Get in the live chat. Chat it up. Rock and roll. Let's get it done. Here we go. 5-1 Yanks going to the bottom of the fifth. Absolute must win for the Yankees. Oh yeah, must win. This is absolutely the must win of the year, in my opinion. And I'm an expert, in my opinion. My opinion says Yanks got this, no problem. But let's put some distance between us and the White Sox here. Let's throw some runs up on the board here. Let's get these guys on the ropes. We're well into their bullpen. They'll have nothing left for tomorrow as far as pitching. We've been wearing them out. Yeah, it's a shame that Kmart's gone forever. Replaced by Walmart. Everything was replaced by Walmart and Amazon. Ben Rice is up. Where you at, Rice? Get up here, Bubba. There's Ben Rice. Ben Rice batting. Swing and a miss, and he jumps in the hole. 0-2. And Cannon is still out there. 66 pitches. Here in the bottom of the fifth, he's ahead of Rice. 0-2. Righty versus lefty. Pitch 67. Rice drives this one to left center. Left fielder going back. He's on the warning track. Makes the catch right at the edge of the grass of the dirt. Puts it away. Again, Ben Rice does have good power. And he does have decent power to left field. Especially when he hits it like that. See, that's what I was talking about. If you were watching the other night and I was talking about it, the way he's swinging. He's swinging a hot bat, no doubt, right? But you see that swing compared to all his swings that he's got hits going to left field. That's what he does when he tries to force it that way. When he tries to force it that way, that's what he does. Doesn't get enough on it, and it lofts and just hangs up. Anything he drives, he gets around on, turns those wrists over top, it's just a guaranteed hit. I don't care where he hits it. He could hit it in the men's room. Doesn't matter. It's a base hit double. Hobby Lobby. That must be a Florida thing. I like the name, Hobby Lobby. Goldschmidt's up, 1 for 1 off the righty. Swings out of his elbow brace. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I guess he was really trying to drive that ball. Well, count 1-2 now on Goldie. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Cannon, that was pitch 69. Here's pitch 70 is low, 2-2. And here comes the rain. Here comes the rain, people. Get ready, because we're going to be going to a rain delay real soon. Yankees get through this part of the inning. Just Goldie, just strike out. Just strike out. Get out of this inning. And it's official. Let's go, guys. Either hit it out or strike out. Get the fucking moving. Let's chase the weather. There you go, Goldie. Goldie caught looking.
He's looking at you, kid.
So Goldie's second out of the inning. I'll strike out looking. That'll bring up Jazz. Jazz 1 for 2. Change up outside misses. Inside, right? Sorry. 1 ball, no strikes. The rain has let up. Way down low. Inside. 2-0. Yeah, it is not raining at home plate as bad as it was in the bullpen. 2-0 is the count. 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Yanks. Trying to make it an official game right here. As Jazz skies this one a mile high to center field. Shortstop going back. He's calling everybody off. Shallow center field puts the 3rd out away. And that'll do it. Yanks go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We're going to the top of the 6th. And the Yanks lead 5-2-1.
Sentore.
Empty mug. Forgot to fill it while the break was on. I got so involved in watching Shammy. Baby. That's right. Entertainment starts with the one-eyed Sammy, baby. Sammy. One take Sammy. Sammy Davis Jr., as said before, handed the script for that commercial, and he just handed it right back to the director, kind of like, here you go. Oh, no, here you go. He said, start filming as soon as I sit down. And that's it. One take Sammy, baby. One take Sammy. 7th inning stretch clip coming up. Don't miss 7th inning stretch clip. If you're new here, don't miss the 7th inning stretch clip tonight. If you need a good laugh, middle of the week, it's hump day. We all could use a laugh. So far, so good this week. Let's keep it going. We got a classic New York comedy moment for you in the 7th inning stretch clip. I'll give you that much of it. Don't miss it. And that happens in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch is 7th inning stretch clip time here on the 3rd floor. Go to the top of the 6th. Fried's still out there in the raindrops now as the rain has finally reached home plate. Grounds this one to McMahon. He scoops it up. He fires across to Goldie. Throw a little low. Nice play. 1 away. Fried, 79 pitches. Yankees, 5-1. The batter is 4th place hitter, first baseman Vargas. He's 1 for 2, a single in the 2nd and a run. He's their only run. And here he is with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 6th. Fried, pitch number 80. What was a strike earlier is not a strike this time. Ball outside, man. Now, the umpire called that a strike earlier. Yes, the one he called a strike a little bit earlier was a little bit higher. Principle is, it's the same location. The 1-0. Man, that curveball is nasty. That's the first time I think I've seen that in quite a while. And here we are in the top of the 6th. I don't recall calling it a curveball. I have to watch the replay myself to see if that was his first one in a while, man. 1-1. 2-1. Changeup missing. Yes, the rain has reached home plate. The rain has reached home plate. 2-1. Fried, 83rd pitch. Sweeper, 79, went, I don't know where it was heading, but it wasn't heading to the strike zone, that's for sure. It caught a bus for downtown. 3-1 now. 3-1. 1 out. Nobody on. Top 6. 5-1 Yanks. Fried, 84th pitch. He walked them. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to say this. I'm only going to say it once, and that's it. First of all, I have no idea why Max Fried is even pitching the top of the 6th of a 5-1 ball game in a rainstorm. What do you... there's no way in the world I'm leaving this guy out on the mound in a rainstorm. Leading 5-1. So I'm just going to say it one more time. Fried should not be on the mound right now. No need. No need at all. You want to use your bullpen? Now's the time you use your bullpen there, Booney boy. If you play it right, you only need, the way I see it, you leave Fried out there for the 6 is absolutely fucking injury insane. But the way I see it, if you didn't have Fried out there throwing all these extra pitches, he's up to 87, closing in on 90 pitches, and he's got a 4-run lead in the top of the 6th with 1 out and a runner on. 1-2 count to Montgomery, the 5th place hitter, who just happens to be 2 for 2. Take it out. Take Fried out. If Fried was not in this, you could actually finish this game with just 3 more pitchers. Or 2 if your offense responds, and there's a break for Fried. That was probably Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth and Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle doing everything they could to the baseball gods to say, "Can you please just get this guy out of this fucking inning?" Because this manager has just zero clue of what he's fucking doing. People, that's like I'm not gonna lose it. I am not gonna lose it.
When you order a beer, do like Smoking Joe. Order light beer from Miller and say no more. It's got the third less calories than the regular beer. Light tastes great, y'all but listen here. It's not the thing that makes me shout. Light's less filling, hey, that really knocks me out.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less.
The fucking mentality that Boone has, man, is beyond infuriating. All right, here, listen. Fried was struggling. You could say he had one bad inning. Sean, yeah, one bad inning. He gives up a run. That's a bad inning for Fried, the way I see it. Okay? Pitching him. All right, so he's got 6 innings pitched so far. Pitch count's just about 90. He's got a 4-run lead. All right, he started this inning, I think it's 72 pitches, 71 pitches. So all these pitches that he threw to get out of that inning. For what purpose? What is the purpose of him pitching that 6th inning? First tell me that, and then you can begin to have any argument you want, maybe, depending, because there's no answer to that. There is zero answer to that question. Why is Max Fried on the mound, 4-run lead, top of the 6th, in a rainstorm? I'm surprised he's got Volpe in. I'm surprised he's not afraid that Volpe might slip at home plate because it's wet, or slip on the base because it's wet. He might trip and fall and hurt himself. Mr. 01 is 0-1. There we go. Volpe looking at strike one. So let's get yeah, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, there we are. Volpe, 1 for 2. He did double. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. Let's not forget his double. God forbid we forget his fucking double. Oh, 2. Alexander is out there for the White Sox, a lefty. Man, he wanted to swing at that pitch that was over his head. Count now. 1-2. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Yanks. The 1-2 to Volpe. Hits this one in on the fist out into no man's land. I don't know if anybody's going to get there. Yeah, here comes the left fielder to put it away. Jukes putting Volpe away. So here's the other half of the strikeout brothers. We'll catch up. Hold on. We'll be both. Volpe, there he is. Whatever. There he is. We know what he just did. Fly out. Here's McMahon, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Half swing, 81 miles an hour. Finds the top of the strike zone. Sweeper. I just don't know if if he's having issues picking the ball up on what selection. He just can't figure out. That's right on the edge. 0-2 immediately to McMahon. So McMahon 0 for 2 tonight in the hole. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom 6, 5-1 Yanks. Alexander on the mound for the White Sox. Lefty on lefty. Ryan hits this one pretty decently hit. Batting practice fly out to center field. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Yanks again continue to just pummel the ball tonight, except for just Judge and Rice. That's it. 0 for 1. Trent Grisham, 2 walks and a run. This guy has to be the greatest 235 hitter I have ever seen in my lifetime. You can give me that 235 anytime, because I'll tell you a lefty I remember back in Yankee lore that had numbers like he does, with an average like he does, and batted from the same size as he does. Was a guy named Greg Nettles that used to play third base. Those were his third base numbers, what he's got right there. Nettles hitting 39 in 1 year, topping out. I think he topped Lou Brooks Robinson's all-time third base home run leading. I think he had 36 or 37. Nettles broke it with 39, later to be smashed years later. But Nettles, that big year for Nettles. Swing and a miss. So Grisham goes down. He does strike out a lot. So I could see you could see why he's in the 230s, 240s. But you know what? I'll take Grisham. I'll take that all day. Be honest. Even be honest with yourself. Come on. You don't care about 235 when you got 33 and closing in on what? 85, 90 RBIs for the year? Plus the glove that you're getting? You know? Just saying, you know, you got to put it in. You got to put that in perspective. Be right back.
What's the pitch, Rabbit?
The greatest news in sports, Sam. There's 200 free baseball trading cards on Post cereals.
Tarnation, you mean like on Post Alphabets?
Yeah, and on 9 other Post cereals like Sugar Crisp, Post Toasties, and Grape Nuts Flakes. See? 6 free trading cards right on the back of the package.
Hey, this here one's Mickey Mantle.
Right, Doc. You get 200 different top baseball stars in color. Kids, these cards are fun to trade and keep. They've even got every player's batting record. So, start today a little bit better with a little bit better cereal, fresh from Post.
Why, you...
Kids, get your free baseball trading cards with Post cereals. I'm Bugs Above.
For all you Sherlock Holmesers out there, yes, the rabbit said in color, kids, because I'm watching black and white TV. They thought of everything back there. They wanted us to know that they were in color before we even got to the supermarket. So we already knew when we walked in the door, we weren't guessing what cards they were going to look like. They were in color. Top of the seventh, 5-6-1 for the Yanks. And Fried's still out there. Fried's still out there. Jesus fuck, man. Way outside ball one. Why is he still in this? Why is he out there, man? What is Boone trying to do here? What is he trying to freaking do?
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
1-0 to count. Bounce back to him. Fried throws it to first. 1 out. Why is this guy? I don't care what he does for me. He could strike every fucking guy out right now. I don't care if he threw 3 pitches to every batter from now to the end of the game, and they didn't even make contact, not even a foul tip. I wouldn't give a shit. There's no reason for him to be on the fucking mound right now. If he gets hurt, fucking ladies and gentlemen, there's no reason. And 91 pitches now. Strike. Now the umpire is called. I think that one hit the edge. 0-1 to Julks. 0 for 2, 7th place hitter. This has nothing to do with Fried. Has no say in this fucking matter, bro. None. Boone doesn't have a set of fucking balls to just say, you're done. Sit the fuck down. After the 5th inning, this guy should not have been pitching since the 5th inning. So now he's pitched the 6th inning. He got lucky with the quick double play by Goldie. You got this guy, the guy to jump on the first pitch. Now he's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2, 1 out. Top 7, nobody on. 5-1 Yanks. Fried at 93 pitches. This will be his 94th pitch here in the top of the 7th with 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Bounce behind the plate. Count holds 1-2. Here we go. All this is all extra pitches, and these are all pitches he's going to need when we start the freaking playoff. Oh, my God, this fucking guy. This Boone, dude, he's playing to kill us. You can see he's does. Oh, my God, changeup. If his changeup's missing that fucking far out, we got issues. Right? Pull him. You should have pulled him in the 5th inning. What are we doing here? This is Fried, like, controlling whatever, man, or swing and a miss. Rice with the tag. 7th strikeout. I mean, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. Seriously, what is the purpose of this fucking outing right now? This is our best shot at getting to the World Series, and he's the best shot we got at winning the World Series. You got rain all over the area, and you still got him on the mound. For what? For what? What are we doing here? 1-0 to Baldwin, the 8th place hitter. 1 for 2. 1-1 to count now. 1-1 to count. 2 out. Nobody on. Top 7. 7th inning stretch clips coming out right after the Yanks get this 3rd out. Stay tuned for the 7th inning stretch clip. You want a good laugh? I'm going to give you a good New York laugh. Don't miss the 7th inning stretch clip coming up. Presented here on the 3rd floor. We do it like nobody else, man. Ain't nobody else bringing you a play-by-play like this guy. We are crazy, and we want to make sure we live up to it. I'm telling you right now, man. If Fried said I'm good, I'll give a fuck what you are. I'll call fucking security to get you down there. 2-2. Count a hold as Baldwin fouls this one off his top of his foot. Fried at 100 pitches. Of course, here's Meredith. What's her name? Miraculous. You know what Boone's going to say, right? She's going to ask him the question, and you know exactly what Boone's going to say.
How can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Full count now. Change up missing again, way outside. 101 pitches for Fried. And with a 5-1 lead on a rainy night in the Bronx versus the White Sox, the payoff is in the dirt, bounced at the plate. So a 2-out walk. You always love those 2-out walks, don't you, in a 5-1 game when your ace is on the mound? Absolutely, this is absolutely Cruz is up. I mean, so big deal. Cruz is up. I hope he's up for the for the eighth. And again, right here, this move makes no sense. You're sending Blake out there. What are you sending Blake? What's he gonna tell him? Hey, look, just get out of the inning. No fucking shit, really. You think I should get out of this? Oh, I was looking for. How many pitches have I got? Have you seen my arm? My arm's around here somewhere. Oh, by the way, my hat's wet from all the fucking rain out here. Tell Boone I'm fine. Tell him I'm good. I can get out of this inning. That's your conversation that was on the mound. We had a mic down there. Taylor, the ninth place hitter, 0 for 2. 2 outs, top 7. 1 on. 5-1 Yanks. Pitch 103 for Max. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 strikeouts for Michael A. Taylor. Now, is it Michael A. Taylor or is Michael a Taylor? Like, in his off days, he does jackets and suits and ties and shit. Hey, it's Michael A. Taylor. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. 2 out, 1 on, top 7. We're an out away from the 7th inning stretch clip. And you want to see the Knights. You need a laugh after this fucking performance by Boone. You definitely need a good laugh. We all need a laugh. It's coming up. 7th inning stretch clip. Stay tuned. Hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. This one hit right field. If it curves, woohoo, woo, just curving foul. And ladies and gentlemen, when they said that curve foul, it didn't have much. There wasn't much room down there for it to curve foul because there isn't a lot of room down there, especially a righty going that way. That went to the very end because where they were looking for the ball was just on the right side of the foul pole. Center field camera seems like it just got hit or moved as it bumps before the pitch is thrown. A little bit of weirdness happening right now. Okay, I'm gonna give you Max Fried's pitch count in a second. As the White Sox get ready to flip the order, Meredith, leadoff, he's on deck waiting. 107th pitch. He goes to that right side again. Judge back. 1 foot on the warning track. Puts it away for the 3rd out. Max Fried leaves with 107 pitches and a 5-1 lead. I guess Fried will be back out for the 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, we do something like nobody else's business around anywhere. Nobody else streams a live play-by-play like we do. We put a lot into it. Yeah, there was no banners tonight because I did something else for another show maybe later. We'll talk about it in a minute. But right now, we're going to get to the 7th inning stretch clip that I got for you. I dug hard and I said, I need a real good New York minute, right? Where am I going to get a good New York minute? So, I found one. Let me just find it on here. There it is. All right. So, like I said, there's nothing like New York humor, right? And who better to explain anything in life and how to do it right from wrong than this guy? We all grew up with him, and we all had this guy in our neighborhood.
You know that we don't catch that fishing boat, there ain't gonna be no deep sea fish. You will have to stay on the dock with the old people here. Hold it. What are you doing here? What? What about the other foot? There ain't no sock on it. I'll get to it. Don't you know that the whole world puts on a sock and a sock and a shoe and a shoe? I like to take care of 1 foot at a time. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. It's just as quick my way. Wait a minute, that ain't the point. You see what I don't keep doing it. Listen to me. Suppose there's a fire in the house and you got to run for your life. Your way, all you got on is 1 shoe and a sock. My way, you got on a sock and a sock. You see, you're even. Suppose it's raining or snowing outside. Your way, with a sock on each foot, my feet would get wet. My way, with a sock and a shoe on 1 foot, I could hop around and stay dry. I think you've been hopping around on your head. Wait a minute, listen to me. Suppose when the other sock's got a hole in it. Doesn't have a hole in it. I said suppose it's got a hole. It has a hole. All right, it's got a hole in it. So, you ain't got another matching pair, so what do you got to do? Your way, you got to take off a whole shoe and a sock. My way, all you got to do is take off 1 sock. All right, if it'll make you happy, I'll start all over again. No, you're halfway through. Now, gee, get on with it. We're in a hurry. You can start doing it the right way tomorrow morning. And do it that way for the rest of your life.
There you go. 7th inning stretch clip. What better than Meathead and Archie? Classic, absolutely classic. I'm just going to be honest with you. I know I pay attention to the analytics, and I'm kind of shocked, but I'm happy about it. That I have a pretty significant chunk from 18 to 25, I think it is, or 18 to 27, something like that, whatever the analytic is. And they have no idea about that show. And for all standards, I think their heads would explode if they watched it. Like from the very first show, watched every show, like they binge watch everything, like Twilight and all that fucking happy horse shit, gay shit. And I mean gay shit, like, you know what I'm saying. It's just a figure of speech. No freaking go nuts. But anyway, you all know what I'm saying. Because I know my audience is intelligent, so I'm not worried about it. All right, let's get back to the game here. But yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. They can't even come close to writing that kind of stuff back now. They can't even come close to that kind of humor. They wouldn't be allowed, first of all, and there's no one on the planet that could write like that. And there isn't a comedian in the world that would be able to pull that off and get away with it on the planet right now. Now, you may find maybe one or two. Sanford and Son. Well, hey, you never know what's going to happen in 7th inning stretch clip time. Judge hits this one into no man's land, and that's where it's going to land, in no man's land. Right fielder cuts in between that Bermuda Triangle over there. Judge is aboard with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees are already leading 5-1, looking to put some padding on their lead. Taking a look at the Judge home run from earlier tonight. Number 50 on the year, joining some really amazing company. Joining a man by the name of Babe Ruth. I believe it was 20 21, 27, and 28. Those put 19s in front of them. I think it's 1921, 1922, 1927, of course, 1927, of course, 1928. Whoop, Bellinger's up. Bellinger's still struggling. What's he, 1 for 2? He did have a nice hit, but again, I think he's 7 for his last 39. 1-1 to count to him. He looks at a strike. Bottom 7, 1 on. 1-1 to count. Nobody out. Judges at first. 5-1 Yanks. Bottom 7. Alexander still out there. This one's hit pretty good to the right side, third base side. I think they're going to run out of room. It'll make the crowd deep into the crowd. I don't think Bellinger's having a problem with contact. I think it's or something's wrong because he's a foul machine. He can foul pitches off. The other night, what did he do? He fouled 7 balls off. 1-2 is the count. Uh-oh. Talk shit about the Bellinger man? Did the Bellinger get all of it? No. 2 steps on the warning track. Right fielder fires it in. Judge back to first. Belly with a smirk on his face like he thought he had it. I thought it sounded really good off the bat. It looked good. Oh, my God. Blackburn is up. And Devin Williams. Maybe we'll get lucky and maybe we get some Blackburn tonight because I need to see a little bit more of Blackburn. Here's G. Big G is up with Big J on first. And Big G hits one into no man's land behind short and second and center. So he scampers to first. We'll get Dominguez in for a pinch runner. I'll call this before it even happens. So Stanton with a single. He'll come out. There's Dominguez right on cue. That's the only thing you can guarantee from Boone is that he shadows Dominguez with Stanton. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's body. Did you see that? Oh my God. Dude, is he human? Did you see that in super slow motion? That man's arms, what the muscles were doing as he was getting ready to make contact, what the muscles did when it made contact, and what the muscles did after the ball left the bat. Oh my God. That'll bring up Rice with 1 out and 2 on to see if he could stay hot. He's 1 for 3. So what was he, 4 for 5 last night? So 5 for his last 8. He had a triple in the third to run scored. Alexander with pitch number 20. Lefty on lefty. The 0-1 with 1 out and 2 on. Bottom of the 7. 5-1 Yanks. Way inside. 92 on that sinker. 1-1 now. I don't understand why they call that a sinker when it's always up around people's heads. Yeah, he did just miss that. Actually, if you go back into the library, Sean, if you go back into, I couldn't tell you which one it was, but yeah. Of course, I have an opening all the time, and yeah, I've opened with Field of Dreams quite a few clips from Field of Dreams. They're in the early days. I don't repeat. Maybe I repeat once in a while, but it won't be like a 7th inning stretch clip. I don't do 7th inning stretch clips twice. I might have accidentally did one, but I try not to do that. Twin Titans. 3-1 right now to Rice. Swing and a miss. Full count. Alexander with 23 pitches in this relief. 24 will be a payoff to Rice with 1 out and 2 on. Dominguez, Judge, bottom 7, 5-1 Yankees. Payoff. Rice hits this one pretty good to center. Going back on it. Center fielders under it. Runners do not advance. Wasn't that deep. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 7th. Alexander pretty pumped up. I mean, they got what? They got almost 60-something pitches out of Cannon. And now here's Alexander, 25 pitches in. So two guys ate up, 75, 80 pitches. That's pretty good when you still got another game against these guys tomorrow. So I got to give kudos to the Chicago manager for managing his bullpen pretty good tonight, which could set up tomorrow night for a pretty interesting game because he's going to have some guys a little well rested out there. Goldschmidt's up. He finally gets a look at a lefty. He's 1 for 3 with a hit to right field off of righty. Now 1-0's the count. 2 out, 2 on, bottom 7, 5-1 Yanks. Pitch to goalie. Man, he ripped that. You talk about pulling a ball. Woo. Pull that one hard down that left field line, foul. One. So we're going to go 1-1 to Goldschmidt from Alexander. Pitch number 27. Low. Quick throw down to first. Dominguez backsliding. I don't know what he was doing. We'll check the replay. He might have been checking his phone, seeing if anybody texted him. Or he might be tuned into the third floor listening. Saying, hey, that dude's calling a hell of a game. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom 7, 5-1 Yanks. Alexander, pitch number 28. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2-2. One of my favorite parts of the game. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-1 Yanks. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 to count. Alexander, Goldschmidt. The pitch. And he goes down looking at a nice pitch on the inside corner. Of course he goes down looking. What else would he do? He's up against a lefty. Remember, he eats lefties alive. He kills lefties. He destroys lefties.
He's looking at you, kid.
Unbelievable. All right, time for another special moment. We'll be right back.
It's December the 1st, and I'm starting to hurt, 'cause I can't get a date for New Year's.
20 years later, the neatest sound of the 50s from the neatest guys
Lockport.
of the 50s come back
What's
to life
up,
in a
Lockport?
spectacular new album.
Who made the egg salad sandwiches?
50 of the neatest hits from 5 of the neatest guys. Yes, it's the 5 neat guys' neatest hits. Remember, let's have a party in my rec room.
Let's have a party in my rec room.
And on the same album,
I won't date just any girl around, 'cause Patsy has the largest breasts in town.
yes, Patsy has the largest breasts in town. You'll also hear, should I kiss her goodnight? My mom framed my high school diploma, slow dance anyone, and she does it.
Does it, she does it.
He does it.
She does it.
You'll also hear my dad's car, let's have a party in my rec room, who put the pennies in my loafers, and I'm the goof in the classroom.
I'm the goof in the classroom, and I don't mind if kids pick on me.
Yes, 50 of the world's neatest songs from 5 of the world's neatest guys. It's K-Tel's 5 Neat Guys' neatest hits.
5 thoughts pulled my tie from my collar, so don't step on my clip-on tie.
It's 5 Neat Guys' neatest hits.
Just step around that clip-on tie.
Record 8.95, tape cassette 15.95.
What's up, people? Here we go on top of the 8th. It's 5-1 Yanks. Austin Wells in for Rice catching. Devin Williams on the hill for the Yankees. And it is starting to pour. White Sox flipping the order once again. Murdoch 0 for 3 tonight. Hey guys, hit that like, hit that follow, hit that sub. Get involved in the live chat over here. We got Lockport who just arrived in Rumble Land. He's got the live chat going over there. Sean Browning blowing it up over here on YouTube. Appreciate both of you working both ends of the third floor. Excellent. Love you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. Sean and Lockport. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Devin Williams 0 and 2 on Murdoch. Murdoch reaches out. He's going to fly this one out to Judge. Judge taking a few steps towards his left. Puts it away. First out at the top of the 8th as it continues to rain in the Bronx. Looks like it's raining pretty good. 5-1 Yanks. So if you're watching on Rumble, appreciate you, man. Hit that like, hit that follow. No one does it like, no one's even doing this on Rumble. So I appreciate you, and I know why you're here, because you want to hear some Yankees live, play-by-play on Rumble. Hit that like, hit that follow. Keep us going. Williams with a four-seamer, bottom of the zone. 96, strike one. Ground out, fly out, line out. That's Curtis Mead's night. Second place hitter. As the raindrops bounce off his helmet. Williams with the 0-1, swing and a miss. Changeup, 84, down low. Couldn't get on that one. Sean, he emptied the tank probably back in May. And, yeah, I agree with you. They are twin titans. Yeah, and I also agree with you that Stanton is looking much better tonight than he has for the last, say, 12 at-bats. 0-2, pulled down third base way foul into the tarp. Williams 6 pitches into his relief. Pitch 7 will be an 0-2 with 1 out, nobody on at the top of the 8th of a 5-1 game. Yanks on top. Skied out towards center. Grisham in a couple steps nonchalantly puts it away for the second out of the inning. Trent 1975.0 mustache. Grisham. If he ain't hitting grand slams, maybe he's getting the second out at the top of the 8th. The Grisham man. Cuero 0 for 3. Catching tonight. Strikeout and 2 groundouts. So 2 out in the top of the 8th and nobody on. Williams, this will be his 8th pitch of the relief. Swing and a miss, 92 with the cutter right up at the letters. I hear you, Sean. He didn't have much left in the tank when he did that. I'm telling you, he emptied the tank back in like June. Strike 2, cutter, 92, finds the bottom corner of the zone. Cuero immediately in the hole, 0-2. 2 hard pitches by Williams. Here comes pitch number 10. Can he do it in 10 pitches? No, that one gets away a little bit up. Four-seamer. A little bit of a waste pitch there. Yeah. I could see Trent Grisham as a motorcycle cop, for sure, baby. The 1-2. In and out of the glove of Wells. He's staring back at Williams like, that wasn't what you said you were going to throw. Definitely some breakdown of communication there. I guess he's smiling. I wouldn't know. The mask is still on. Williams, pitch number 12. 2-2 with 2 out. Nobody on. Top of the 8th. 5-1. Ooh, how do you not bang him based on principle, Blue? Full count. 2 out. Top 8. 5-1 Yanks. Williams, pitch number 13 coming. Let's hope it's a lucky one. Lockport, thank you for hanging out with us over there in Rumble Land. Hey, if you're watching on Rumble, please hit the like, hit the follow. Send a rant if you want. That one's fouled directly behind home plate into the netting. We'll have another payoff pitch with 2 outs in the top of the 8th with nobody on. Cuero battling Williams here a little bit. Williams was cruising up until Cuero came up. Most of his 13 pitches were on Cuero. Pitch number 7 or 8 to him. Bounced in front of the plate. Who's going to get this one? I don't know. Goldie winds up with it as Williams lets the ball bounce behind him. And Aquiro is out on Aquiro play at first. Either way, bottom of the 8th coming. 5-1 Yankees. And if you missed this in the beginning, this was the opening. I opened the show with this, and being I got some people in here, I think it's important for everybody to hear this again. So I'm going to replay the opening.
All the veteran players I've talked to, and really the whole team, having their support was really important to me. And then, I mean, Charlie, he was, he was someone that I met at the apartments in Arizona where I lived, and then someone who was one of the biggest Cubs fans I ever met. And he texted me after every game, great win for the Cubbies, and he was super, super supportive of us, and obviously someone who's really faithful, so we connected on that front as well. But yeah, I mean, his wife Erica had texted me asking me if I would come to the funeral, and I felt as though it was something that was really important for me to do.
Are you concerned about the backlash, because there is a lot of politics involved in this?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm not concerned at all. No, my connection with Charlie was through our faith. That's something that drives me every day. That's the reason why I'm able to do what I do every day, and that's something I'm extremely thankful for. I know without my faith and without the many blessings I've been given in my life that I wouldn't be here, able to talk to you guys, able to help this team eventually go and win championships. So that's something I feel really, really blessed about. So, whatever backlash comes is okay. I feel strong about my faith, and that what was meant to be happening.
Man, I can't. Well said, my friend. You can't say it any better, and with any more heart and deepness. And if you don't think faith is real, there it is. Faith. There's proof that faith is on this planet right there. That's one of the most humblest, incredible statements that I've heard a ball player make in a really long time, man. I wanted to make sure that everybody saw that again, in case you missed it in the beginning. That was the opening. I played that first in the beginning as the opening. I'll play what I played behind that too, just so everybody's cool with it when we go to the top of the 9th. Right now we're going to the bottom of the 8th, and Chisholm will be up. I mean, at this point, I would start making substitutions and start getting some of my star players out of there. Hey, Lockport. Lockport's like a tennis match. Now serving on YouTube. Lockport, well said. Yeah, well said by that young man. Right. His name. His name escapes me right now because I don't even think it's important. I think everybody knows who he is, or even if they don't, it doesn't matter. What he said is the most important portion of that entire statement. The words that man used right there. Yeah, well, it's well said. Or what I said. Or what I said was well said. If that's the case, thank you. See? Lockport likes me. Not a problem, Lockport. Not a problem. I wanted to make sure everybody saw it, and I'm glad you're here for it. And then I'll play the other opening right after that. Here's Jazz. Grounds out second. First out in the bottom of the 8th. As the rain disappears again. And guess who's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you a guess. Of course you know who it is. Here comes Anthony Volpe, doubled in the second, scored a run, 1 for 3. Volpe looks at strike 1, high in the zone, but in the strike zone. Cutter, 86 up top. Boozer is pitching, lefty, for the White Sox. 4 pitches into the relief. Here comes number 5. The 0-1 to Volpe. Bottom of the zone, 85. Cutter. 0-2 to Volpe as he just stares at both of those good pitches. What'd you miss, Sean? What'd you miss? Volpe looks at a ball down in the dirt that almost hit his shoe tops, and they still had a peel play at first. See if he went around. You go figure it out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So even on a ball, he makes it. It looks like the hefty bag people are slowly leaving the stadium. 2-2, 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 8th, 5-1 Yanks. Volpe looks at the 2-2. He grounds weakly back to 2 outs. That'll bring up Ryan McMahon. He's 0 for 3. Fouls this one. That was a sweeper, 80, right at the bottom of the corner zone, right in on him. And he was able to foul to the first base side. Point being, it was way in on him, and he had a good hack at it from the lefty. This is lefty on lefty. Boozer to lefty. That one he had a better angle at, as that 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer broke across the plate. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That 0 for 3 for McMahon. He is now down to 212. He was up as high as 222. Way up. 96 misses. Top of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom 8, nobody on. 5-1 Yanks. Lefty on lefty. Boozer to McMahon. The 1-2. 2-2 now. Ball misses low now away. So 2 outs, 2-2, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th. 5-1 Yankees. Appreciate everybody for hanging out, coming in, and doing all that other stuff. Chicken parm. Whatever was said. I'm not sure. What was I'm lost. Ball. Full count. McMahon works the... See, now he takes a lot of pitches. He doesn't... Well, I'm not saying them because he's probably going to strike out on this pitch. The payoff pitch. Low. Draws the walk. Eat my words there. See, I talk shit and they do the opposite. So I'm going to keep talking shit about these guys. And look, there ain't a bigger fan of Ryan McMahon right now than me probably. And I'll stand by that. So let's see if the 2-out walk. See a Trent Grisham who has 2 walks in a run. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Let's see if he can make the 2-out walk. Hurt. Ball 1. First pitch misses. 2-out walk by McMahon. About an 8-pitch at bat. 7-pitch at bat. Go, hey, runner goes. Well, he can keep going. And there goes the Grisham man, the Grisham man. Bang, 2-run homer. Set up again. There goes the 2-out walk. I just said, can it come back and haunt him? The Grisham man. The Grisham. Trent, 1975, porno mustache. Grisham, if he ain't hitting grand slams, the Grisham man, he's hitting 2-run homers in the bottom of the 8th. The Grisham man. The Grisham. What a season for the Grisham. Give me 235. Give me a whole team at 235 like that. I'm telling you. Insanity. What's that? His 34th of the year? Look at, and his swing is like the first swing you would take to chop a tree down. And nice catch in the Yankee bullpen. I don't know who that was. Meanwhile, here's Judge. Here's a line drive to right field. And all rise, the Judge. Judge! Judge goes deep. Solo to right. .395, 105.3, 105.3 FM, where all the hits are. That hit by Judge supplied to you in the bottom of the eighth, and the solo followed a true runner by the Grisham man, Yanks. Putting a little pounding on the White Sox right here. I told you that they were waiting to explode. Bottom of the eighth is where they do it. 8-1 Yankees. The Grisham man, the Judge. All in the pouring rain in the Bronx. And the Yanks open up a can of whoop ass on the White Sox. 8-1, bottom eight, 2 out. Bellinger has managed to get a 1-1 count while we were still celebrating Grisham. Trent 1975.0 mustache for Eric Grisham. Bellinger hits this one in the center. Michael A. Taylor, or Michael A. Taylor, I'm not sure if he's a Taylor on the weekends or whatever, but Bellinger just flew out to him. But, I think that I hear it through the raindrops. Grisham. Judge. Yankees.
And the pitch. Looped into center field. Coming on Taylor. He's not going to make the play. Here comes Judge. He'll score. And the Yankees are going to the postseason. Caballero drives in Judge. The Yankees with 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. And they've clinched the postseason berth for the 60th time in their history.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Damn right. That's what the Yankees just did. Leave the gun and take the cannolis, baby. So Bellinger ends the fun in the bottom of the 8th. And the Yanks they'll take a comfortable 8-1 lead into the top of the 9th. I could say comfortable lead into the top of the 9th. I think we got enough here. Unbelievable. Hanging the slider to Judge. He did. He hit all of that one, man. And I don't know who caught the ball, that other home run, but Angus just jumps in the house. How we doing? Hey, how you doing? We doing all right, brother. What's up? Lockport, say hello to Sean. Sean, say hello to Angus. So we're talking Judge with 2 home runs tonight. 51. So you still want to talk about Cal Raleigh as your MVP? Where's the argument now, baby? Sean, you still in here, Sean? And the Yanks have gone to Blackburn here in the top of the 9th with a 7-run lead. And you know what? Guess what? I think I got me... No, I don't have a bed. No, I mean, I don't have a Blackburn. Never mind. Oh, I forgot all about who's that Yankee. White Sox, 83, 86. Then Joel Skinner. Remember Joel Skinner, catcher? That's all good, Angus. I appreciate you jumping in here, man. Better late than never, right, brother? How we all doing? We doing pretty good with a 7-run lead here. Showing some highlights of Joel Skinner going deep in the old Yankee Stadium. Way out left field. So the raindrops continue to be scattered through Yankee Stadium. Montgomery 2 for 3. Single and a double. Blackburn is in. 1-1 to count. 1 out. Appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. Really digging it. Sean, are you still here, Sean? Sean, are you still here, Sean? Sean, Sean, are you in the house? That one fouled back, 1-2 to count. Acquired with Ron Kittle and Wayne Tollefson from the White Sox on July 30th, 1986. 36.3 caught stealing rate, 6 by Yankees since 1974, minimum 100 games. Bob and Joel Skinner, one of 6 father and sons. 1-2, fouled off the inside of his kneecap. I think it was his back leg, or it might have been his front. I didn't see it. It came off one of his kneecaps. That's all I could tell you. And once again, the raindrops have found their way to home plate as it starts. There's a good crew. There's a good crew to have a beer with after the game for sure. And here's the dawning of the garbage bag people. The yellow bag hefty people. So the yellow bags are there. All the blue bags have left. A full, hearty few still hanging in the raindrops in the Bronx. But you know what? When it's 8-1, top of the ninth, and the Yanks are in the playoffs and continuing to march, you hang around for a while. He caught him looking on that strike 3 sinker on Montgomery, right inside on him, blew it by him. Beautiful strikeout.
He's looking at you, kid.
6th place hitter is Sosa, 0 for 2. 2 out now, top of the ninth. Blackburn looking to get it done in less than 10 pitches. Cutter fouled away right side. A lot more room to breathe. We're doing okay. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. 0-1 to count. 2 out. Nobody on. Top of the ninth. Yanks 8. White Sox 1. There's a line drive that'll be a base hit into left field, and Bellinger over for it, backhands it and gets it in a hurry. Sosa is now 1 for 3, and he stands at first with a 2-out single in an 8-1 ball game. Here comes a pinch hitter, another lefty. Wait to see who. Will Robertson. Danger, danger, Will Robertson. Danger, danger. Old school joke. I'm sure a lot of you understand that one. Danger, Will. Danger. Danger, Will. Blackburn, 9 pitches into the relief. Runner at first, 2 out. First pitch, there it is, the 10th pitch, skied high. McMahon waits for it, and there's the 3rd out. And the Yankees take an 8-1 victory over the White Sox on an on-off rainy night in the Bronx. An on-off offensive night for the Yankees. They decide to bookend it with some excitement and decide to open it up. Some good offense, some good pitching, some real nonsense, no sense pitching, I should say. Boone allowing Fried to go over 100 pitches, and just pathetic, man. I mean, I don't know why you just tacked on almost 30 or 40 pitches that never had to happen, maybe more than that. I was calling for Boone's head in the top of the 6th when Max Fried came out to pitch the top of the 6th. By the time he came out for the top of the 7th, I was really livid. It did work out. Fried got out of those 2 innings relatively economically good, but by then his pitch count was already over 100. You know, and going into the top of the 6th, I think we were talking 71 pitches. So if he came out in the 5th, he would have thrown 71. They would have had a 5-1 lead. He would have had 5 instead of 7 strikeouts. You know, and just that's Boone for you, though. And my biggest point about that whole thing about him leaving him in there, why is that a big deal? Why is that a big deal? It worked out. No, it worked out, but let's put some thought into that. It's pouring rain there. Hey, the Yankees probably got one of the best ground crews there is, but still, when it's fucking Mother Nature, it's Mother Nature, man. One slip off that fucking mound, off the rubber, one misstep on, there's so much can go. Like, he had to jump off the mound a couple times to field the ball. What if he goes out and his foot just keeps going, slides on the wet grass, and then we get an ankle or God forbid an ACL, right? Those are all the shit that can happen when the raindrops are falling. And if he got you to 5, because he was struggling a little bit, not every inning was clean for him. All right, he had to get in and out of trouble. All right, he threw a lot more pitches than he needed to. So we got to be real about it. All right, that was not one of his best performances. Regardless of what his performance was, it should have ended. It should have ended at the 5th inning. That's enough. You don't need him anymore. You got the bullpen. Let's fucking use it, dude. Brought Blackburn in, right? 10 fucking pitches. He comes in, 10 pitches, inning gone. 3 outs. Good job. Devin Williams. Remember when Thanksgiving came around and it was time for the wishbone and it was your turn? That year you were allowed to, to get one part of that, and you just break, and your whole wish is that you win your wish. So you blow your wish by wishing, I hope I win. See? Can't think like that. You just pull and then wish. Whatever. But point being, no, Blackburn looked awesome. And Devin Williams, man, again, it's like pulling that wishbone. Am I going to get the part where I get the wish? In his last few outings, yeah, man, he's looked pretty good. He looks stellar, and he's got in and out of innings economically. So it's Lockport. It is a big win for the boys. That's just the way it is, man. Yeah, you got to beat these guys that are down there. You got to beat them up, man. It's just part of the game, bro. It's part of nature. It's just the way it is in sports. It's not a run thing like they need a run differential. That's not the point. The point is you got to get the bats hot. You got to get guys swinging, getting their time. Everybody's warming the fuck up right now. Your main approach, the way I look at it right now, man, you start looking at this as fierce batting practice, man. Just take your... when you're in the batter's box, you're like, all right, 2 more, 3 more. All right, let me hit 2 more. And those 2, one of those 2, you want to do something with both of those pitches, and you only have 1 pitch apiece to try to see. All right, I want to go the other way today. Let me see. Let me take my first swing, really concentrate, and try to see if I can go the other way. And you wind up pulling it. Fuck. Now next pitch, do you want to do that again, or you want to work on your second thing? It's a situation I've been in many times, especially when we've been, when we're on a schedule. And what I mean by that, when we're in tournaments, we're on a schedule. So batting practices, they're limited. Each team gets equal amount of time. I'm not saying that, but as a team, you want to get rapid in and out. And me, I just wanted to get in. My thing was I would get in. I wanted 7 hacks, and then I wanted my glove, and I just wanted to go to first. And I didn't want to move. I wanted to take whoever wanted to throw over to first, fine. Or I'm there for fucking my defense trying to field ground balls. Get a feel for the infield. Watch the infield, watching every ball hit. Yeah, I took my defense seriously. But my hitting too. But my hitting, 7 pitches, I knew when I went up there for batting practice, I had 7 pitches to get everything done that I was working on. So, anyway, that was a hell of a rant. Anyway, we're going to get up and out of here. Danger, danger, Will Robertson. Yes, lost in space. Yes, we are all tied up. I don't want to hear about this freaking, whatchamacallit, tiebreaker stuff. Not worried about tiebreakers. We're going to win it outright. I ain't worried about fucking tiebreakers. Tiebreakers? That's for the NFL, man. Baseball, there ain't no tiebreakers. It's whoop ass. So whoop ass. Whoop ass on that like button and follow and share and all that other stuff. And then come back and see us tomorrow. Lockport, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Great show tonight, Vic. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Ow. You chipped a tooth on a turkey leg? Hold on, Lockport. I don't think you want to go anywhere. I wouldn't go anywhere right now. Wait a minute. Wait, Angus, you're going to have to explain. I just looked over to see the final chats, and I just read Angus's. I ate a leg one, one Thanksgiving and chipped a tooth being greedy. You chipped a tooth on a turkey leg? You sure it was a turkey leg? Can a turkey leg bone break a tooth? I thought they were hollow. Or I'm missing something. Maybe I don't know. I wasn't too much on turkey anatomy in school. I don't remember taking that class. Lockport, thank you. Great show. I think you can go now. I think I figured out what Angus was saying. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm going to get up and out of here. Lockport and Angus, I did put a link in there for NY Mania at Joe. I think you'll see it in the descriptions. Yeah, so sometimes I'm on there after games. You know, I might be on there in a little bit, but I'm going to hop over and see what's going on. I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'll be back tomorrow night, guys. Everybody in Rumble Land, thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Please hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. I'm the only one on Rumble doing this. There is very, very, very little bit of sports on Rumble. So I'm looking to go to the top on Rumble. YouTube, come on, baby. Love you. Just keep me alive on YouTube. That's all I want. I love my YouTube. I love my YouTube crowd. Angus, Lockport, Sean, and everybody else who came in. Thank you so much. Please hit the like and the sub if you didn't. I know you guys are good. Everybody else who's visiting, please hit the sub, man. I found out today that it's under. I'm only at 47.9% of you have not subbed yet that watched. So 47.9. Come on, baby. Sub it. Like it. Share it. Comment. Do all that stuff. Angus, Lockport, see you later. Like I said, it might be on New York Yankees Mania, NY Mania. The link's in the description if you want to hop over there later, man. It's kind of a, you'll see. It's like G, maybe PG. It's not PG-13, almost maybe PG-13. You'll see. It's great conversation though, and then especially when I get on there, lighten up the room a bit with my energy. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get out of here. Hey, get back here tomorrow. Get back here tomorrow. Why? Well, it's Game 3 against the White Sox for one, and we're going to have fun again. And I usually go out with a telling everybody about being kind for no reason and loving your fellow man, and about the mental health thing being real. So if you know anybody, get them a number, talk to them, help them out. So I'm going to keep this real quick because I want to play my opening again as the closing, because I think this guy's message needs to be heard throughout. And I can't say anything tonight to match what this kid says here. So we're going to go out in a little bit of a kind of a somber moment tonight. I hope you all appreciate it. But again, be kind for no reason. Love your fellow man. And if you knew or somebody you know has a mental health issue, please give them a phone number or get them a call or give them somebody to talk to. Okay? Peace. Love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And again, this message needs to be heard. And it's a beautiful message. And it comes from the world of baseball, which makes it even better. That's how deep-rooted America is in the game of baseball. Take it away, buddy. Appreciate you. Everybody else, love you. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
All the veteran players I've talked to, and really the whole team, having their support was really important to me. And then, Charlie, he was someone that I met at the apartments in Arizona where I lived, and then someone who was one of the biggest Cubs fans I ever met. And he texted me after every game, great win for the Cubbies, and he was super, super supportive of us, and obviously someone who's really faithful, so we connected on that front as well. But yeah, his wife Erica had texted me asking me if I would come to the funeral, and I felt as though it was something that was really important for me to do.
Are you concerned about the backlash, because there is a lot of politics involved with this?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not concerned at all. No, my connection with Charlie was through our faith. That's something that drives me every day. That's the reason why I'm able to do what I do every day, and that's something I'm extremely thankful for. I know without my faith and without the many blessings I've been given in my life that I wouldn't be here, able to talk to you guys, able to help this team eventually go and win championships. So that's something I feel really, really blessed about. So, you know, whatever backlash comes is okay. You know, I feel strong about my faith in that what was meant to be happening.
He's looking at you, kid.